Welcome. You have reached review time with Imperial. Today's review would be Aquaman. So, Aquaman trailers have been going out for some time now, and it's always from day one looked like, yo, this is going to be DC's best movie for the superhero. Superman was good. Batman versus Superman was terrible in my opinion. Real dark, bad storyline, and Justice League was alright. It was missing something though. So Justice League wasn't alright. It was missing something. Storyline was poop or whatever. So now we got Aquaman. Now they can't miss on this one. They need Aquaman to be a hit, and I think they nailed it. They nailed it. We all seen the previews and said, yo, there's no way they're going to fumble the ball with this Aquaman, because Jason Momoa, his charisma brings out the character of Aquaman. And in the beginning, when I first seen Aquaman, I was like, oh man, I don't know how they're going to pull it off. But I seen Marvel pull off characters that I thought they could never pull off to make interesting, and they did. And so here they got Aquaman doing the same thing. Aquaman, Jason Momoa has really excelled in this character of Aquaman. So let's get into it. So it starts off, of course, the storyline that you see in the trailers. His mom, she's queen of Atlantis in the ocean, and she ended up washing ashore in some type of war, and Lighthouse Man found her, took her in, they fell in love, they had a kid. Now the king summons her to come back because she's supposed to be queen, summons her to come back, and they forced her to come back. And so that's how she had to leave Aquaman and the dad. Meanwhile, another guy that was down in the Atlantis has been coming over the years teaching Aquaman the Atlantis ways, teaching him how to use his powers and stuff like that. So Aquaman has a brother. Now, Aquaman's name is Arthur Curry. Now, he has a brother. His mom had the king who was forced to come down there and be queen to. She had a child with him, and that child now wants to take over. The mom was banished and then set off to be exiled, and they sacrificed her. So the mom is alleged to be dead. But you know me and my theories. If you ain't see them die, they didn't die. So I don't care what they tell you. If you ain't see somebody that's supposed to be an important character, if you didn't see them die, they didn't die. So nevertheless, we get back to it, and you have they want to rage wars. So you have the seven seas wants to come up to the surface and rage a war with the people of the surface. So Aquaman gets tied into all that. So in the beginning of the movie, he makes an enemy because pirates is trying to take over a submarine, and he intervenes and stop their flow. So in the process of stopping their flow, he runs into a father and son pirate, and he end up uh, causing damage to the father. The father gets mad, shoots the gun, hits a hole in the submarine, and now the hole he put in the submarine, it causing the submarine to go down. The son that said, "Hey, help my dad." Aquaman pretty much looking at him like, "Y'all put yourself in that predicament, or whatever. I ain't helping Jack." So he bounced, but the son is like enraged because now his dad already died. The dad pretty much said, "I'm gonna blow us up. So you need to get out here. You need to get out here so that you can get revenge on him." So you already see that, okay, this guy is going to be um, Aquaman's thorn in his side. So nevertheless, Aquaman doesn't want to be no part of Atlantis because he heard his mom got sacrificed and got killed because she had him. So he always looked at it like, well, forget Atlantis or whatever. So they like, nah, you gotta be there. You gotta stop him. The only way you can stop him of one of the kingdoms in the seven seas. And she's dope. Like her powers, manipulating water and stuff like that. Her powers is dope. She's a dope character. You fall in love with her character from the jump because the stuff she can do with the water and stuff like that. You like, oh yeah, she's bomb. So she was an awesome character, and you see the chemistry between her and Aquaman. You see that from the gate as well. So when what took place is the kings from the seven seas was meeting up, basically saying, "Lo, we need to cause a truce because the outside world, is raging wars against us. We need to band together." And so what happens is, while they're talking, raising a truce, the kings are like, "Nah, we shouldn't do that," or whatever. But right while they're doing that, they are taking fire from the world from above. So that pushes them to say, "Yo, we need to band together and we need to send a message." So they sent some tidal waves up on the surface world on Earth, and that made some damages. So that when that happened, Aquaman's Arthur, his dad and him was driving and almost got caught uh, and died. But luckily, Mira was there and she saved the dad. So he took that like, I gotta go down here and do something. It looks like a fork. He has that. He has his mom Owen, but they need the one that's like the king. So the gold one, and the guy tells him, "You need that to defeat this guy and for everybody to take you serious." So he's telling them, "Well, nah, I already got one." He's like, "No, but you need this one." And we found something that basically can help you find out where it is. So that starts the journey. His brother finds out he's there, and they kidnap him for a minute, and he challenged his brother to a duel, and the brother accepts it, but he's gonna fight him on his brother's terms. And the guy was kind of telling him like, "Yo, he's a warrior. He's been preparing for this his whole life. Like, you might not be ready or whatever." But Aquaman, Arthur was ready. He was battling. He was getting it in. It's just that the fork thing that they have, the brothers was stronger, so he ended up breaking Arthur's, and then so that meant he wins. And then the girl Mira comes and she manipulates the water because she knew that he was going to try to kill Arthur, and she helped Arthur escape. So now they went on their journey to find the gold fork. So in the process of their journey of going to find the gold fork, you find out that the surface wasn't taking war on Atlantis. The sun, he hired the pirates, and he hired the pirates so they could steal the submarine, so it could take fire on the Atlantis people, so it'd get everybody to believe they need to wage war on the surface or whatever. So the guy that Aquaman left his dad down there to die, he want revenge, and his name becomes Manta. Meanwhile, he gets weapons from the Aquaman's brother to make himself better. So the next time he fight Aquaman, he be more of a threat. And so he takes the technology of the Atlantis weapons and makes it into this big suit, calling itself the Black Manta. And the suit looks so stupid, man. That suit looked dumb. He had a big giant head, big giant robot head. Looked like the head off of the Power Ranger thing. I seen that like on a Power Ranger head, or that robot thing that's on the Power Rangers. That part was like that was ridiculous. They could have did better than that with that. That was ridiculous. That suit that he had with that big giant head like that. And nevertheless, they tracked the girl because she had a tracker on her, and Aquaman and her, they're bonding, getting their relationship together, their journey, and they pretty much fighting. And Aquaman took some wounds, but of course he survives, and she survives. And the Black Manta, Aquaman took something like a big rock, threw it at his head, he flew over somewhere. But once again, if you do not see them die, they're not dead. Especially key characters. So they going on their journey to find the gold scepter thing, and in the process of that, they gotta go through these different like clues, and it's supposed to be like a secret island, a secret sea, and they find it. In the process of doing that, they run into these creatures, and these were supposed to be the creatures that the mom was sacrificed to. And lo and behold, Aquaman and the girl Mira got split apart, and this creature grabs Mira. And guess who the creature is? Yes, the mom in the costume. Aquaman gets to see his mom for the first time ever. And, you know what I'm saying, they rekindle, and she tells him, you know, none of this is your fault. And, you know, so they rekindle, and she tells him, like, the gold scepter is behind the waterfalls, but it's protected by a creature. And it's only going to let you by if you a true king or whatever. So he meets the creature, and the creature talks to him and say, you know, people didn't try to come, and I didn't kill people for decades, and this whole spill. But what Aquaman's power, one of his powers is, as you've seen in the trailer, when he was little and them kids was picking on him, and then the other animals started to come to him and his defense. So he can put his hands up in motion and talk to the animals. So when he was fighting that big creature thing, he put his hand up to motion to talk to the creature, and the creature was like, "No one's ever talked to me before," you know what I mean? Woo, woo, woo. And so the creature let him by, and then he went and he grabbed the gold scepter, and then that's how he turns into the gold and green Aquaman or whatever. So I pretty much told you the whole plot of the story. Not everything. I left some things out. By this time, a lot of people didn't see like the pre-screenings for it, so I already seen reviews out there. So I'm not hurting nothing. So I gave you the bulk of the story. Now, of course, there's some other parts in there. There is one post-credit scene. There's other parts in there that I left out that you get to see. This CGI was phenomenal in this film. The way they, the whole time they're underwater and their reaction, it was awesome. And the CGI was good, great. So DC, this is a winner. This is by far the best DC resurfaced and starting to do these last series of movies. This is DC's best movie, next to, in my opinion, Batman, Dark Knight, the last one. That when it was that 3 trilogy, that last Batman Dark Knight. And out of my 4-star rating system, I'm gonna get this a 3.5 out of 4 stars. 3.5 out of 4 stars. That's a great rating right there. 3.5 out of 4 stars. You'll like it. You'll enjoy it. I'm gonna watch it probably like 2-3 times. So it was a good movie. So subscribe and like, share the video. We're coming to the end of the year. I'm still pushing forward the content, and I have to revamp this channel so it can expand better. So I'm just trying to figure that part out. Still learning, still seeing how this thing works. But other than that, stay tuned to the next one.